Hi, you might be wondering, what is a wireless TV and why am I wearing something else today? The second question's answer is because today is cold. A wireless TV is something we have seen in the last 2 years in the CES. The brand Displace TV have shown us. They're battery powered TVs that have suction cups behind them so you can just put them on a wall. And I don't even have to tell you this is an over-engineered piece of technology. It doesn't need to exist, but it somehow exists and it is expensive. There was a variant of this TV of 27 inches from just $1,500 just a year ago. That's an interesting price point. It is still expensive, but it is not very much luxury. Now their lineup is just so much expensive. It is almost like a personal hobby project of someone else's and you can just chip into it. Their first gen TV Pro is $4,500. And their second gen TV is $6,500. Those are so expensive prices. TVs were literally cheaper than a wooden table for the last 10 years. Yes, it's an interesting idea, but the only thing you are adding is just the battery powering the TV and adding a couple of suction cups. I don't think the math adds up here. TVs are 55 and 65 inches of size, so it's a regular TV size of today. The TV itself has a 15,000 milliamp hours of battery life, and you can attach a soundbar that you can purchase from $2,000 that triples the battery capacity of your TV, and the average usage of TV goes between 16 hours and 60 hours, they say. Okay, let's start with, does it make sense to make a fully wireless TV? Well, we already have fully wireless TVs. They are just small, they are called tablets. So if you want to show someone something and you need something bigger than your phone, which is always there with you, you can use a tablet, which have bigger sizes, up to 13 inches. You can also use a laptop, which has its own battery and it's very small and it is just carryable everywhere and it fits into your backpack. And if you want to even go further, you can use a small projector that is carryable and it is battery powered. Of course, you might need a dim area to project it, but I don't know, there are solutions. And if you need a TV there where you are going, you probably should have a TV there, don't you? Like, I can't imagine this being a office room, right? You can just put a TV in there. And this can't be an ad placement because like you would need some durability. You would need it to be carryable. Maybe you would fit it into a case of itself. Like something the LG did, they did a suitcase of a TV. It just comes out of it. There's also other commercial products for screen placements in the streets. Maybe you might need this for a kids party, maybe in your backyard, and you might just need a TV for like 2 hours to entertain the kids. Maybe that's the only case of scenario where you might need to carry your TV outside and then go inside with it again. But I don't know, still I can't see which person might need this product. And carrying it around, how can you carry a big 55-inch TV with you? It's not like you can fold it or anything. And can you stick it onto any surface really? It needs to be really flat because like suction cups don't work on all surfaces. Like the American houses probably would be fine. They have this pre-made cardboard wall. In most parts of the world, we have brick walls, which you should line them up yourself. And it might not be straight 0 degrees everywhere. You might have some paint chips or some other impurities on the wall. I don't know. I'm just saying it might not work on all surfaces. But let's say it worked anyway. Suction cups are a decent idea to use here because they don't need continuous energy really. You first need to make that initial negative pressure there with a pump. But then the system can go on for very long times, like hours. But these rubber suction cups, they lose pressure over time because of impurities or other sealing issues in the surface, or because of the design of the system itself. So you might need to top that pressure off from time to time. When the battery power is gone, you're going to lose your pressure chamber over time, and your TV is eventually going to fall. And they already thought about it, and they made a safety feature, which is an interesting feature. If your TV's battery dies, your TV slowly falls down to your floor, which I guess is a little bit safer than it's completely falling down, but then you're going to just still find your TV on the floor. And what they say is, what the actual founder says is, the suction piece is going to stay on the wall for a longer time, and eventually it is going to fall onto your TV too. So they made it from a light material because it is going to fall onto your TV. I don't think any of this just makes sense. We are creating solutions for a problem that we don't really have, and they might know this because they built an alternative into the TV itself. The TV has its own stand. It can stand on by itself, so you don't even need to mount the TV onto something. You can just put it onto a desk. That's a better idea about how to use it really. I still don't think most people are going to be carrying around TVs. It is really so much easier to just like pack your laptop and go on with it. And whenever you want to make a long session of work in somewhere, you can just plug in your laptop, because there's tons of outlets everywhere in the city. Any building you might go, any desk you might sit, you're probably going to find an outlet. There's just at least a 50% chance there's an outlet there, or there's another one in the same room with you. And anywhere you might need this TV for long hours, you are probably going to plug it in anyway. So being fully wireless is not going to be an actual use case in the daily world scenarios. At least half of it is going to be just plugging it anyway. And I would say most devices are just fine by just being wired. It's safer because you don't need batteries, you don't have to charge anything, you don't have to think about it. It just works. If something can be plugged in, it should be plugged in. But yeah, maybe someone still need this product. So is it going to be fully wireless? I would say no, because you're probably going to use your laptop or something else with it with an HDMI cable, because wireless transfer of footage is not really that great still. It just buffers and loads and glitches, and there's lots of bugs about wireless screencasting things. I don't know if I would be using this product for an important presentation. I would probably go with my own laptop and an HDMI cable to plug into an actual TV that is not going to fail at all. So even if I would be trusting this TV, I wouldn't be trusting my own computer to do the wireless thing perfectly. It is probably not going to do that. So there's going to be at least one cable, that is the HDMI cable that you're going to put into. But I don't know, just tell me your thoughts in the comments down below. Would you purchase something like this? Does it make sense to you? And if you find the video interesting, please share this with your friends or family, or go ahead and watch another one of my videos. Thank you for listening.